Time now for the second of 6 on this super wild card weekend. And off we go on this Saturday night. On the return is Trey Palmer. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
And this is what happens when you compare a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
Now the Bucs will take their first time out. Here's a 3rd down and 4. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Look wide. Get this one complete. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll look to throw. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Goes without saying, like, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. And a short pickup past the 25. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll go again with Lloyd. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Set up. Set up.
He'll drop to throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism. Some
powering forward. He's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Go.
They'll start this on the ground with Lloyd. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Ready.
Another run here with Lloyd. And he's near the 1st down, stopped a little short of the 40. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he will have a Packers 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. Now this time they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll go here with Lloyd. And a good run there on second down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Come on, set.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big gainer for Green Bay. 42 yards.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Set. Ready.
On second down, a run with Lloyd. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That's going to be caught. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a designed run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. He finds Goodwin. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 94 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready.
This drive will begin with a run by Lloyd. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Ready. Set, go.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And stretching it out toward the sideline, but the defense gets to him. He'll be taken down for a loss.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. So after one, here on Super Wild Card Weekend, 21-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second.
Warriors 70. Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Let's go. 19 right. Go.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal.
70 ring. Here we go. Set.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Green. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That's to the big tight end, Freiermuth. To the goal line and in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set it. Hunt.
He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. That one good for 29.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They run out of the gun, and here's Lloyd. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. The extra point is up and through. And the Packers are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the handoff, it's Irving. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, set. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Roll. Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll run with Irving. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Here we go.
They'll go again here with Irving. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Lloyd. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That's complete to the rookie's 2nd-round pick. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Lloyd. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. And he will score. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I won't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
So it is halftime here in the NFC Wild Card matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the 3rd quarter of the NFC wildcard game.
Ready? Set, go.
On the handoff, it's Lloyd. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
18, pioneer.
He'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
And that is incomplete. Trying to get back to his running back, Marshawn Lloyd. And that'll set up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left.
Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these 2 guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And this ball batted away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this offense just continues to roll now, and defensively, they need to stop. They cannot let this lead get any larger. They've got to hold them to 3 if they're going to have any chance of finding themselves back in this game.
And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
They'll throw out of the gun. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Take go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
Sending a receiver right. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in?
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Go.
On the ground, it's Irvin. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
And that is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And that is incomplete. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Now on the return, he has lost the football. But he'll gather it back in.
Sack. Ready.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Deron Bland with the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Come on. Set. 70 range. 70 range. Ready.
And that is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And he's gonna get there. He's got the 1st down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Back to the air one more time. On a man left side. It's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Palmer now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll begin here on the ground. Has an opening past the 40. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
79 Broncos. 70.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he will score. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Buccaneers. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, yeah. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
18 Rapper. 18 Rapper. Ready. Ready.
Throwing now on first and 10. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Palmer now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
This drive will start on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Set. Cut up. Check up.
A give. This This is Irving. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
A dive, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey.
They'll run it. It's Irving. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Right back to Irving. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. That's quickly to Freiermuth on the RPO. And he will power his way into the end zone. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Tampa. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Next the score, Buccaneers 59, Packers 28.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Give inside. There's Lloyd. And he'll get about 5. They'll go again with Lloyd. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Try to run it with Lloyd. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. This one is caught by Reed. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. An even 40 yards. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa. And the Buccaneers will have great field position right around midfield.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here we go.
Here's Irvin. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Go.
They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Back to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
In front formation. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Come on. Set. Hook.
They'll start this on the ground with Lloyd. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Let's go. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On first down, here's Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. Third and long.
69.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now, faking the give. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with first and goal.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So, a win here for the visiting Bucks as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from Lambeau Field.